we've seen all through the afternoon in our program that the work for peace is not a theoretical thing. It's not talking about ideas and issues in the general, but so often it focuses on individual stories and memories and lives and experiences. And so we thought it was important in this decade celebration to allow some minutes for that to happen as well. So I'm going to give us a few minutes, and given the timing, I'm going to have to be very firm with people. But I want to invite people that have a memory, a story, an anecdote, something that you'd like to share that comes out of these years and the many different ways that ECAWAR has been busy and active over that decade, to just be able to come and tell us briefly a little bit about it. So I have an idea of how challenging the task is going to be. I'm going to ask people that might want to share something to just kind of be gathered up here, so that one by one I can see who we've got, and whether I have to give you 30 seconds or can let you have a whole minute to do your sharing. But we will try to fit in anybody that wants to come and share in that way. So I'm amazed and startled that Doug would have any memories of the decade, but I see him up there first, so we'll give him first chance at the microphone. Go ahead. Doug, come on up.
And we'll have 2 microphones for different heights.
Well, thanks everybody, and I've been looking forward to standing in front of the mic. I've never met a microphone I didn't like. But I look at the, Marie Chidley, my dear wife, and I made the peace wall on my right here against the mirrors that covers so many of the activities that the Edmonton Coalition Against War and Racism has undertaken in the last decade. Well, I won't, I have a great long story, but I'm just going to mention one of my favorite things that I'd like to do again in 2013. I was driving back from Calgary after our peace caravan on March 31st, 2003, and it struck me that we should go further with this, and by and by, to make a long organizational story very short, we came up with an idea called Hands Across Edmonton, Hands Across the World. And what was going on was we were going to join hands in a long line of sisters, brothers, friends, and comrades to show that all of us of the rainbow cultures could stand for peace in this city. I was taken much aback when I realized that there's big-time cultural differences going on in our communities, and basically I couldn't hold the hand of a Muslim woman who's a stranger to me. So how are we going to make a big line that goes all the way across the river valley, which was our ambition? And then one of our friends in ECAWAR, who's Azar, who's not here today, but he said, well, do this. And he takes a scarf off, and he says, you hang on to this end of the scarf, and the Muslim woman hangs on to the other end of the scarf, and then we do it. And so it was. We joined a line that we called Hands Across Edmonton, Hands Across the World, that stretched for well over 300 people across the Mill Creek Ravine, and we did cross via a bridge over a roadway, so it was pretty close to Hands Across Edmonton, Hands Across the World on May the 24th, 2003. Let's do it again in 2013.
Yes.
My name is Maren, and I just wanted to congratulate ECAWAR on 10 years. Anniversary was the kind of predecessor of the U of A Coalition Against War and Racism, was my very first involvement in activism, and I moved to Vancouver after that year in 2002. But I'm so pleased to be able to come back to my hometown and see that this important work has been continuing for 10 years. And yeah, congratulations, just wanted to say.
Yes, my name is Benjamin. I'm an Occupied Edmonton member, and I'm also a member of the Congolese community of Edmonton. Really, I was really impressed by all over ECAWAR was doing all this time, like Hands of Iran, like a lot of stuff. Really, I was impressed. And I know that ECAWAR stands for a coalition against war and racism. Maybe sometimes there are something which people don't bring forward, and ECAWAR member will not know, will not also mention it. But I'm here today to tell also people that really we're gonna have a rally march on December 8th. It is about what is going in the Congo. Really, people are dying in the Congo, more than 10 million now for just 15 years. And I would like to invite ECAWAR to be also part of this event, because there is a war, not even a war, but there is an occupation where they are killing people unjustly. So that's what I could say for this moment. Thank you very much.
Hello. My name is Marie Chidley, and I have been a member of ECAWAR from the very beginning, from our foundation, in the fall of 2002. And hello to so many of the old friends and some new faces in our audience. Thank you for coming out. I'd like to begin just a few remarks by actually paying tribute to a bunch of people at the U of A, at the university, at the campus. In the fall of 2002, so many people, like our friends Paul and Linda, Paul and Lisa, and Kevin Hunter, and Matthew Eisler, and so many others who were having meetings on the campus, but decided that in order to make this a strong anti-war movement, we need to get out of the campus environment. And so we have to thank our host, Jim, who kindly sponsored us at the Mennonite Center, and we had our first meeting on the 19th of December 2002. Yes, the very week, Christmas week, while preparations were going on for the busy season of Christmas. Some 60 people, standing room only, were at that very first founding meeting. We call ourselves the Edmonton Coalition Against War and Racism. I think we were unique in that respect because the consensus was around the room that racism was a big factor in most, if not all, wars. So we thought that Edmonton Coalition Against War and Racism was the name that we were going to assume to carry out the activities against the pending invasion of Iraq. For the next number of months, we were very busy. We had weekly meetings of the General Assembly, plus we had meetings of the various kinds of committees that we set up. I think there were 7 committees altogether, ranging from media to poster making to literature to liaison committee with the city, with the university administration, and with the other people in the community, police in particular. We work closely with the Edmonton Police Services so that the streets were made available to us and were kept safe during the times that we had our demonstrations. One of the memories that I have was the Witness for Peace On Friday afternoons, after our day of work, we'd assemble at about 5 in the evening on that piece of pavement that's on the north, the south end of the high-level bridge, near the high-level diner, and many of us would stand there with our ECAWAR banner and our placards, and we'd scream and shout and invite people out to the next rally or the next demonstration that we were having. And we got the word out that way. And but we felt right from the beginning that we were not alone, and indeed we were not. We were part of the millions of voices across the world. From as far away as Antarctica to Yellowknife to London to all around the world in every direction, people rose up against the Iraq invasion, and we were just a small part of it. But at our height, in March of 2003, we did have 18,000 people on the streets, and that took massive organization and the cooperation from a lot of people. In every walk of life, people were there to help out and lend their expertise. There is a book of photographs actually on the table behind you there that was put together from February 2003. Photographs from all around the world, as I said, as far away as a distant station in Antarctica, all the way around the world. It's an amazing book of photographs, and we have it among our collection of books there. Have a look at it. But I have to say, it was an honor to be part of the movement and to be joined with so many other people who felt the same. And you felt good in your heart and soul that you were doing something for the right reasons. And I'd just like to say, coming up with the season of Christmas, peace on earth.
Hi, I'm Ken Collier from Red Deer. We take a lot of inspiration from ECAWAR and Red Deer and use the material that ECAWAR produces a lot. I thought I was going to tell some Red Deer stories, but instead today I got a very good story right from here in Edmonton. I was on the bus after getting off Greyhound coming down here, and there was a bunch of young people, about 7 or 8 of them, heading for breakfast on White Avenue. This is 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I noted, and thought, well, here's a bunch of sort of dissolute young people after an all-nighter heading for breakfast at this time of day. They looked at that little newspaper called the Metro, and it had the story about the vote about Palestine. And this one guy says to the others, trust Harper to make Canada look like a dick. The others all nodded and said, yeah, we've got to get rid of that guy. Here's inspiration right here in the most unexpected place.
One of the things that I really love about my ECAWAR experience and my peace movement experience is the way we can bring people together from generations and bring people together from various parts of our ethnic fabric of our community. And I think the way we function as a peace movement is a model for society. I love the fact that I've been able to bring my grandchildren to peace marches and events, and I hope that when I'm dead and gone, they'll be marching in my footsteps.
Yep,
Does this mean I get the last word here?
For this part,
James Graves is my name, and I just want to express my appreciation to members of ECAWAR over the years. You made a tremendous difference in my life. You know, there's all these events that happen, and you think in your heart something has to be done, and these people are always on the street getting something done, and I've always learned something every time I come to a meeting, so I'm just very appreciative, and thank you very much.
I'm so grateful to ECAWAR and all of Edmonton civil society for teaching me the importance of solidarity and the importance of social movements, and I hope that we all continue to always work in this regard together as one people. Thanks.